think they're upset because apparently that kid you and Greg said you didn't like is very young and ally. I never said that I didn't like him. I don't know him. There's nothing that, I can't say that I don't like this person. I don't like the video he made, and I don't like that he is bullying a young gender fluid person who is now getting hate as a result of that. I don't think that that's fair, and I don't think that it's right for another member of the transgender community to tell people who experience dysphoria differently that they aren't valid and that they don't belong in the community. I don't think that's okay. And, other, non-binary kids and gender fluid kids or whatever, they see that stuff. They see that kind of hatred, and it makes them feel bad. People who are closeted or people who are just starting their journey, it makes them feel worse too. And I can't support that. Was he bullying or explaining dysphoria? No, I saw the video. It was very, very much bullying. He was reacting to a video of this young gender fluid person and just talking about every reason that they weren't trans. They weren't trans because they moved in a certain way, or they weren't trans because they wore a certain shirt, or they weren't trans because they didn't want to do certain things to transition, or they weren't trans because they referred to their chest as boobs. That's not... And just talking about how this person's super cringy and how oh my God, just stop it. It was it was a very mean video, and it made me feel really bad for the person that it was made against. It was not just oh, this is what dysphoria is. It was cruel, and it was targeted. Didn't he say he wanted to make a video on you too? I actually didn't see that until the day after I saw that video, because someone had tweeted me about it, that apparently he's gonna make a video about me and that I'm a transgender, which is totally fine. People think that the only reason I've said something is because I don't want him to make a video about me, because I'll lose patrons. And I don't... Dude, people make videos about me every day about how I'm a transgender, or how I'm an abuser, or how I'm secretly the devil. And I'm not that pressed. The reason I really don't like that kind of bullying and making fun of against young non-binary people is because other young non-binary people see it. And I know that if I had seen a lot of stuff like that when I first started my journey, it would have been very, very bad. It would have been detrimental to me. And I don't want other people to feel that way. How is non-binary trans, though? Because transgender means that you identify differently than you were assigned at birth. And non-binary people identify differently than they were assigned at birth. Remember, he's only 17, still finding himself. That's fine, but if somebody is still bullying another kid, they deserve to be told that that's not okay. And I'm not trying to be mean to him. That was never my intention. I don't think that I have been mean at all. The video was very mean, in my opinion, and I don't think that it was okay. And that's not me saying I don't like this person, or, it's not me being mean. It's me trying to stick up for the person that they bullied in their video, and it's me trying to stick up for the rest of the non-binary community. And it's it has so many views. That's why it's a problem. And so many likes, so much support. All these people coming out in their great community of hating non-binary people. It's like a mob. The face when you're triggered by a 17-year-old trans boy. I can call someone out for bullying. If you want to say that's being triggered, then that's fine. But I don't want these young kids to think that their identity isn't valid and that they don't belong in this community, because they do. Without the community, I don't know what I would have done when I first started questioning things. I don't know what I would have done. I needed that community. And these young kids, they need it too. And it's not fair for people to kick them out of a community just because they experience their dysphoria differently, or because their experience is different than the person who's talking about them. He can call others out as not understanding dysphoria. That's not what he was saying. You need to watch the video if you think that's what he was saying. You're acting like this is an adult coming after them. I'm not. It's not okay for kids to bully kids. It's especially not okay for adults to bully kids. But it's still not okay for kids to bully kids. And other kids, who are probably younger than him, saw that video. Will I make a video reacting if he makes a video about me? No, I won't. If you want to call me a transgender, that's totally fine with me. I'm like, you know, I know how I feel, and that's totally fine. Bullying isn't cool at any age. I agree. You're trying to send your fans after Meyer. I'm not trying to send my fans after anybody. I don't want anybody to go and be mean to this person. I don't think that anybody should be mean to anybody. And I have said that every time I've stood up for anybody. I have said, don't go attack this person. Even people who were like awful to me, I have always said, do not go and attack them. And I don't want people to go and bother him. I don't. I just think that we should be accepting of non-binary people in the trans community because they belong here too. You have them tagged in most of your tweets. I didn't even tweet him. I literally responded to my friend. That's it. And I said, thanks for standing up for non-binary people. Young fans just don't understand. Well, I am saying right now, nobody go be mean to anybody. I'm not sending anyone after anybody. I'm saying, here's the point of all of this. Non-binary people are accepted in this community. The end. Like, that's it. That's literally all I'm trying to say. Stop treating non-binary people like they don't matter, and that their dysphoria and their identity is invalid. That's the whole point. That's it. I just want those people to have a place in this community because they deserve one. Respect each other, dang it. Exactly. It's not that hard. Like, let people live. I don't think he was trying to do that, but go off. Watch the video!